my end. Ah, forgot.
Why is it doing that? Then you got no ideas.
I've got no idea. The only thing I can think of is that I just don't know. I don't know if it's my computer or if it's my internet or. Well, it shouldn't be my internet. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I used to do live streaming. Granted, I was live streaming by myself, but that shouldn't make that much difference. Having Discord open shouldn't make that much more difference, really. But yeah, I don't know. The only thing I think is maybe it's because my ass is watching something on TV downstairs that might be affecting things, but again, that shouldn't be affecting things that much.
Christ, I've got Cameron on the PlayStation upstairs. He's not even bothering me.
I have no idea. Just wish things would run fucking smooth.
Did you try the thing with the Xbox, or would it not work?
I didn't, because I ran that test thing yesterday and then did my test stream. Like I said, I know I was by myself, but everything seemed as if it was coming through fine. So I never bothered following that up.
Yeah, I would have been the same.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how much difference that would actually make in the long run. But
yeah.
Because all it would mean is I would have like one less page open on my laptop.
That it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to make much of a difference, then, is it? Really?
Shouldn't do, no. It might not. I really don't know.
I can't see one page making that much of a difference.
You wouldn't think so, no. Right. Anyway, I suppose we're pretty much due to go live. So, right, what's the topics for tonight?
Oh, Christ, I can't remember.
Well,
I didn't write them down.
Yeah, Oh, hang on. What the hell happened there?
And bloody Colin.
Well, we're going to talk to Colin about missing GCC, but Colin's dropped out. There's
Big Brother. I thought they only mentioned.
Well, that's how it's.
Max.
The Greg Hastings video game.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. They start off talking about that, but then moved on to games. Right, anyway, we're going to have to go live because it's...
No problem.
Yep, it's pretty much time.
Just quickly, ICC, Red Hammer.
Right.
That was the topics.
Right, champion.
Right.
So, let's go live then, and let's see what happens here. Just quickly, that is turned off. So, go live. Now, I genuinely have no idea what will happen here. Going live. We are now live. So, hopefully, this is working. Lads, lasses, people with glasses, and of course, all of those in between. My name, in case you didn't already know, is Dexter. And welcome to the Technical Problem broadcast, which, at the moment, doesn't appear to be working. I'm not sure if that's just crashed on our end of things yet, or if it has crashed going out the streaming pub in general. But it's just moved a bit there. I don't know if it's my computer or if it's no. We are coming through on audio-wise, but it just seems that we are kind of stop motion. So,
lovely.
I think we've got two options here. We can either continue as we are, or we could just knock the cameras off and go for podcast.
Up to you, mate.
Well, it does seem that we are still coming through. I think we're still coming through audio-wise, but
on my end,
nothing.
Wheel of Death.
Wheel of Death. Yeah, I just had both there as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we almost had it sorted out tonight, but it appears that we aren't as lucky. What I can try doing is try running something here. Nope, I can't run the auto configuration wizard while we are live. So that would seem naff. Right, and Albert, I think since it seems that nobody is actually picking us up on since we've got the audio, the video isn't working. I think it may just be worth knocking the cameras on the head, and we'll just run it as a podcast, which is unfortunate. but I think that's going to be our best option for the moment.
Radio.
Right. I'm just going to kill my cam. There we go. Right then. Aha, right then. I guess. Can we make this? Can I still make this full screen? No, I guess we can't make this full screen. Right. Oh well. Yeah. Can't actually make this full screen from here. So I'll tell you what then.
Paul's saying he can hear the voices, but yeah, stop motion on the picture.
Yep. I've got no idea why that is the case. So, right, I'm going to go over to this, click on this, and there we go. So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it would seem that we have no camera for tonight. We have no face cams because, for some reason, well, as usual, my computer is being naff, so you pretty much have, you've pretty much just got a podcast.
Yeah, no purple minion tonight.
Yeah. But at least the show will go on. Poseidon, don't worry about making the stuff, man. I've got plenty of projects that I need to work on myself, so just work on your own gear, mate, and post up and let us see what cool things you come up with. Paul, thank you very much for letting me know that you can actually hear us, but that you just can't see us. That does actually help a lot.
Yes, especially saying I turned the audio down because I was getting back feed.
Yeah, but as long as you know, I suppose there's voice. It's just unfortunate, no cameras. But there you go. C'est la vie, such is life. Anyway, so I guess we are now the Technical Problem podcast. Right. Anyway, it could be worse. I think we'll just have to sort out some channel art and things like that, so things look cool on the screen when it actually does work. The unfortunate thing is with this is that I don't know, but I'm assuming this means that people can't see the chat moving either, unless it's just my screen that's crashed.
I'm just coming off Google and I'm trying Safari, see if I can get a better. Because it was just total. But I find Chrome runs really slow on my Mac. Yeah. Where Safari's better.
Yeah. I'm just having a quick check here. Just going to kill my cam. Right. Well, I've just checked the audio there, and I can actually still hear us talking. But for some reason it's getting no video. I don't know what I can say to these guys. But of course, this is the Technical Problem broadcast where everything runs badly. So, I must apologise again, ladies and gents, but I really don't know what more we can do. Since Google Hangouts has been shut down, things have just gone kind of bad for us.
Yeah, Hangouts was the perfect thing, wasn't it? Yeah. Just shut it down without any reason or anything, just gone.
Yep, pretty much. Which is incredibly naff, since that was working amazingly for her. But yeah, there you go. What can you do? I've just I can see on the screen there that the YouTube chat or the YouTube window has finally caught up with what is going on live.
All right.
Right. Anyway, so I suppose we might as well just drop straight into some stuff, and let's just see how this goes. Gav says it's better without your ugly mugs. that is lovely.
Just what you need.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually worth us leaving the Discord screen up as is, or if it's worth us just going over onto the screen as it is on YouTube there now.
Up to you. I was looking to see if there was something we could share, because you can still, if you put you can still share your image, can't you?
Yeah, that's it. You can still share this image. I mean, I'm assuming that you can see what I can see, where you've just got the two little icons popped up. But yeah. So anyway, right, first up today, I'll guess we'll drop into where you can go and play this weekend, if you're interested in that. There is Paintball Park Kidderminster has a Magfed walk-on. This is this coming Sunday. It's £35, including entry, 500 balls and a Domino's lunch. It is £10 for an extra 500 balls, or you have the option of bring your own. First rate rounds are allowed. Now this is a little bit different to normal, because if you've ever played Paintball Park Kidderminster, or you've heard one of our streams before, then you'll know that Paintball Park Kidderminster don't generally allow first rate rounds in mixed play. However, since this is a Magfed event, I'm guessing that that's the reason why they are actually running first rate rounds. As well as that, there is also 43 cal and 50 cal pistols are allowed. Next up, there is the Warped Paintball Cosfad have a walk-on. It's £15 entry with £30 per box of paint. Thank you very much, Dan Phillips, for that one. Skirmish Nottingham has a walk-on this coming Sunday. Thank you very much, Jason Kerr, for that one. There is Campaign Surrey have a walk-on on this coming Sunday. Thank you, Tony McGinty, for that one. And CPPS Round 4 is this Sunday as well. Thank you very much, Roger O'Hara, for that one. Thank you. Unfortunately, a lot of the information that was gave this week, or should I say, a lot of the lack of information I was gave this week, I wasn't actually given much information on what it was, on price wise, on details or anything like that. And because I've been busy trying to sort out stuff with the stream, I haven't had a lot of time to actually do much research this week. So I must apologise, guys, but there is details in the description down below if you are interested in attending any of those games. So please, you can go check that out. You can contact any of the sites, and they will give you information if you want to go and attend. And that is it for the game shoutouts for this week. So
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Just like what just like Dexter was saying, it's been an absolute nightmare. Both me and Dexter have been trying, but it's been a nightmare with Hangouts going off. We have had a right chew on, haven't we?
Yeah, I pretty much from what was it about? It must have been about 6 o'clock on Monday night until around 11 o'clock. We were actually trying to get things up and running on the live stream. Obviously, it hit a certain point where we realised that we weren't going to be able to get anything up and running. We weren't going to be able to do a show on Monday night, but we did still try and get things sorted out. Not that we had much luck with it, mind, but. I spent a bit of time last night working things out. I did a couple of test streams, and as is always the case with my test streams, everything ran perfect. And then, of course, we get to tonight, and nothing wants to work. So it's just about right. It's always the case, but there you go. But I must say, now that we're not actually running Discord, now that we're not actually running the screen with Discord on it, the live stream page seems to be running perfectly fine. Comments are showing up. The little ticker at the bottom is running along the bottom of the screen fine. I have no idea why the cameras just don't want to work.
Typical.
Yep. I think what I need is, like I was saying to you before there, Albert, I think I need some channel art where I've just got like a little image of something dancing away, so that that can just entertain people while we do our podcast. Yeah.
That image of that fat bloke on a pole.
Yes.
That Richie Wong kindly said looked like me. Colin said no, it was too big.
Actually, where was that posted?
Some American channel Facebook page.
Right then. Now I wonder if I can find that.
Give me 2 ticks, because with Chan mentioning my name, it will be in.
Yep, it should be in your mentions.
Yep.
Right, what's going on in the comments anyway? So, as Paul says, the chat seems to be coming through absolutely fine, which I really don't understand.
It was on Paintball Worldwide.
Right, Paintball Worldwide. Right, let's have a quick look at this. And I must say, that video that Snap and Shoot posted up earlier on, I am absolutely chuffed.
It is a good video. Yeah. There's a few of us on because when he walks past, there's I think it's Chan, Simon, and myself, and then playing there's Simon. Chan's on a few times.
Yes.
And then
Chan's a full on cam hole.
You're on for a millisecond.
Yeah, that's it. I'm on long enough that I look like I know what I'm doing, and I shoot somebody.
I was trying to explain to my wife why I wasn't on. I was like, it's because on that field I was playing the mound side, and there was just no cameras on nobody down there because it was that thick of mud.
Yep. Oh, that's it. It's a shame that they didn't have any cams down that side. But funnily enough, it's kind of reminiscent of when I used to actually play tournaments. The snake side was always the side that got all of the attention, which, you know, it was generally the side where the staging areas would be, where people would go and stand just to watch. And that was basically the way that the field was set out. You had the mounds were just basically like the Dorito side of a tournament field. Just as important, but didn't get the same sort of attention.
Barker's put it here, you need a better setup, matey. Invest in a desktop powerhouse to deliver the most glorious streams.
Barker, I would absolutely love to. Unfortunately, I'm a pauper. So you know, I did start my YouTube channel in the hopes and dreams of becoming like an international superstar. But so far that's not working out as well as I thought it was gonna. I was expecting to like have my gold play button by now and everything, and you know, it's just not happening, my friend.
Bit like I'm trying to think whether it's the Sidemen.
What's that?
The Sidemen.
Sidemen.
Yeah. Well, the kids watch.
I've got no idea.
I'm trying to think of his name. I took my son to a gaming festival. They're all going nuts getting these blokes as signatures.
I can't say I've ever heard of them.
He's 20-odd-year-old and drives a Lambo.
Yeah, that sounds about right for being like a gaming YouTuber. Right, there we go. Yes, but I just don't understand why the cams won't work, but then audio's coming through fine. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Right, anyway, now what am I going to do? Insert image. Image number 2. Browse. Right, let's see what I can do here.
KSI was the bloke I was thinking of.
KSI, yeah. Yep. KSI's been around for years.
Yeah, well,
there we go.
There's a group of them called the Sidemen.
And
he's one of them. Mini Midster, KSI. There's a few of them. They all get together and they call themselves the Sidemen.
Yeah. No, I can't say I've ever heard of that one, but
5 million subscribers.
Oh yeah, KSI is like insanely popular.
Oh, KSI's got even more. KSI's got 20 million.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I can remember like when I was doing YouTube gaming, you had like there was, I think there was kind of like a bit of a rivalry between KSI and Tom Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. Another name I know of. My son's all into it. I'm not.
Yeah, I love being able to tell the story that I actually played a free for all match for a couple of minutes with Tom Syndicate, and I was stomping all over him.
Funny enough, Craig's just put on a video. He says he got me shooting a bagger in the face before he shoots Chan. So it's actually on that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were just on about that off air, weren't you?
Yes.
About how he kept on going and then took Chan out. And Craig's just put on it's on the video, him shooting him, and then he still goes on and does it.
Well, if you actually watch the video, you can see that Chan shoots him, and then he still continues to come further around the corner and then shoot Chan. But the ref did call him and kept Chan in, so it was fair enough.
Yeah, but he should have pulled him when Craig shot him.
Oh yeah, he should have been pulled then.
Well, at least they didn't get a podium place. Not being bitter enough.
Yeah, that's it. We didn't get a podium place. God. I'm still absolutely chuffed at how well we did. For to go down, if I to go down as a scratch team, and if I would end up coming second, in the second division, and that we didn't even come last in the second division, that was fantastic. What's going on? Yeah, why hasn't that shown up?
Was it in the second division we came 5th, if I remember rightly.
Shit, wrong thing. Yeah.
Which was 12th overall out of 20 teams. So it's like,
yeah.
Yeah. I'll go play again this weekend.
Yeah. Aha! There we go. I was just wondering how long that was going to take before it actually dropped in there.
Quality.
There we go. Now
dance for paintballs.
There we go. I feel like a proper e-thought now that I've got a picture of saying that I'll dance for paintballs. Right. I was having this conversation at work today about lasses that do live streams where they'll do it on Twitch where you can tell that they're basically playing up to like horny 13-year-old boys.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
so I was saying about these lasses where some of them, it's not all of them, some just do normal gaming streams and things like that, but some do actually do the whole sort of, it's basically softcore porn. I was wondering, why don't I think I should set up a stream on a porn site and just streamers playing Apex Legends or something like that. Just do the role reversal. Do the geeky stuff on a porn site and the porn site stuff on a geek site.
Now I know what my son will be watching all the time.
I said sneak up on him when he's watching Twitch, or maybe he's not. It's probably not a good idea.
Did you watch any of the live streams that Simon did for the ICC?
I watched some bits, but I haven't had a lot of time for to watch as much as I would have liked to.
Oh, I was watching loads with us being off. I watched a lot of
it. Oh, yeah, then you were off work, rub it in.
Yeah. But, yeah, well, put it this way, Simon did a better job than GoSport. GoSport was reliable as hell.
Yeah.
It was really good. Don't get it wrong, when they were actually finally on, and I watched the finals through GoSport, they had your proper commentary and they had decent camera setup.
Yeah.
But they were having serious problems. Like I say, if it wasn't for Simon from Inception Designs, I think he practically he had streams running all day long and must have absolutely killed his phone.
But do you not find that amazing in itself that you can have somebody doing a fantastic job live streaming, like Nick doing live streams and stuff from his phone as well? But it's people can live stream now from a mobile device incredibly well and incredibly easy. And it's just
we can't get this to work.
Yeah, funny enough that we can't get this to work. Yeah, but I was going to say, somebody with a full setup can struggle, but you can do amazing things with just a mobile phone.
Yeah, because some mobile phones now are probably mine and your laptop combined. Probably my mobile phone probably has more computing power.
Yeah, it's probably true that.
Because my Mac's 7-year-old.
Yeah.
How old's your laptop?
Oh, my laptop's probably 10-year-old now. I
see.
I had it when I moved in with my wife, and I'd had it for we've been living together for 6 years now, and I probably had my laptop for a good 3 or 4 years before that.
There you go.
It's ancient.
Yeah, but the map. I don't know. Did you actually see they had they weren't calling it a concept field, but I'll just say that because I can't remember what they were calling it. But it was basically the village at Scotch Corner.
Yes.
But they had
the hybrid field.
Hybrid, that was it.
Yes.
They had the doors roped off so you couldn't go inside the buildings. I wasn't a fan of that. The mounds looked amazing.
Yes,
that was a maze.
That was that was a proper mounds field. That
that looked amazing, and the hyperball field was that looked awesome as well. And funnily enough, in Nicky T's live Q&A did from the waiting area in the airport, I asked him which was his favourite field, and and he was saying that Hyperball.
Yeah.
Well, he said every match they had in the Hyperball, they won.
Yeah. Well, that was that was
the
it.
Hyperball field was just brilliant.
Yeah, well, that was it. I actually watched the live stream as well. I didn't get to watch it live, but I watched it afterwards. And I remember him saying that in the video that was where they felt they dominated. And like you said, they won every game that they played on the Hyperball field. But as well as
that was my question.
Yeah, but they said that the games that the teams that was it the teams they had lost or the teams that the teams that won, they said if they had played them on the Hyperball field, they're confident that they would have won those games as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, one of their games was against Image, who came out second against Diversity. Diversity? Not Diversity, man.
Dynasty.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's hoping for a Hyperball field in this country.
Yeah.
For a 10-man. That would be brilliant.
Well, I think that's it. I mean, he's probably been sort of doing research as well as playing.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a Hyperball field at Skirmish in Nottingham.
Yeah. That's it, because, I mean, we've talked about the would it be possible for him to run an event there? You know, maybe he's run it alongside Heroes or something. I don't know about this year, but probably next year it could be an option.
Well, funnily enough, it wasn't Nicky, but someone else did mention to me that it was spoken that they were going to try and run 3 events.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe not this year, maybe next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'll be the Grand Central Classic and then 2 other events held somewhere else.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it'll be interesting to see where those other events are.
Did you notice the Woods at their so-called Woods Ball field as well? It was a very manicured field. It didn't look like the Woods.
Yeah.
It was really nice cut grass and then a bit of wood.
Yeah.
It wasn't like what we were playing at the JCC. That was actually in the woods.
Yes.
That wasn't in the woods. That was, you could see it was really well cut grass.
Yeah.
And then a wood pile.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
It's not the woods though, is it?
No.
But it did look really good. And did you hear the bit in Nick's live stream where he's talking about you know, when they landed and they went out and were walking the field and it was like, this is like concrete.
Yeah.
I suppose
I did say that.
In the bacon sun. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Big difference to paying it down.
That's it.
To be quite, the curse of Paint Fest. To be, you ask me, I think they want to change the weekend because every weekend it did down.
You know what it is?
It has done for the last 4 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time that I went down, it was brilliant weather. It was absolutely fantastic, and then after that, it's just getting worse and worse every year I've gone. The weather has just been horrific.
The first time I went down was the very first Super 6. And then they did another Super 6 the next year, which I went down then. Right, the first time I went down, absolutely chucked it down. I remember being standing under. We were using ourselves as the poles for a ground sheet.
Yeah,
because we had a ground sheet over our heads. We were the poles keeping ourselves dry. And there was myself and I'm trying to think of his name. I don't even think they play paintball anymore.
Yeah.
But it was the lad who did the Super 6 TV, not Stella King. The other
DDR.
Guy. DDR. It was me, DDR, and 2 other lads with a ground sheet over our heads, trying to keep dry.
Yeah.
Then the next year, like you say, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And then it's just rained every other year.
Yeah.
I remember one year, I don't know how this happened. My tent didn't leak in, but it was like I was lying in a waterbed.
Yeah.
The water was just underneath my tent, but it wasn't leaking in. It was mental.
You've been lucky there then.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know what it is with that, like, but yeah, the weather's just horrendous. Has been every time.
Aye.
But yeah, the ICC, I watched a lot of it, and I was watching it with like, oh, I want to play that.
Yeah, that was it. I think there's a good chance going and playing against those teams. Yeah, would have been hammered, but
it's still been amazing.
Yeah, it would have been brilliant. Yep.
It's like what Nicky T said in his question and answer, right? Where else would you get the chance of playing the likes of Greenspan?
Yeah.
Or Amy, there were some real big names there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, the likes of me and you wouldn't be able to play against them because they'd be in higher divisions.
Yeah.
Where there was nothing like that in the ICC. It was all in a big mixing pot, and then they went down from 75 teams to 22.
Yeah.
Or was it 20? Some along that lines. You know, it was a massive cut, but on the first day, you still had the chance of playing the likes of Dynasty and Image. I must admit, after watching that, I went and watched Sunday Driver again.
Yeah.
Because that was all about Image and all the old players. You know, Rocky was in it and all the rest of them.
Aye, but that was one of the things. I mean, you had a lot of these old school players that were there for for ICC. I mean, I know we had a lot of the old school players that were there at GCC. But yeah, and you had some of these, like, people that they're not just old school paintballers, and they were like really big names.
Well, I think the only one missing from Dynasty was what's his face on it, the Guru.
Ollie Lang.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the rest of them were there. From the original.
The sort of the Dynasty that everyone kind of recognizes as being Dynasty. Yeah.
There was only missing Ollie Lang. Greenspan was there. There was I'm trying to think of the new.
Freiji, Yoshi. Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it looked an absolute amazing event.
Yeah. I would have been really cool to have been there.
Just to cost an absolute arm and a leg. Did you hear how much it cost them?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a Billy that was playing on the Rushers, and there was a Nick's video with him.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's. He said it was about just over $2,000.
I know.
For everything
I wish.
Yeah. Well, you never know, Albert. If the technical problem broadcast continues to grow.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
I've just realised I've got the title wrong on the video as well. It's TBP, but it's meant to be TPB. I can't even get the title right.
I could just imagine my wife's face if she found out I spent $2,500 going to a paintball event.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? She's just ignoring us. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody else seen it, but did you see that video that was posted up? I'm trying to think of the name of the guys who did it, but it was basically the Ether 2. They now brought out the new version with the PAL loader.
Give us a sec, I can find that. Do we dare try and share the video?
Go for it.
Right, in that case...
was Lone Wolf Paintball, Michigan.
Right. I did actually share this on my Facebook page, so I can't believe how fast they're ripping on it. I mean, I kind of feel bad because I was sent the EMEC to test, which I have got a video coming on that. It will come about at some point, but I didn't get it. I didn't actually get the PAL load at the test in time for Speed Weekend, and then the next opportunity I had to play was GCC. And at GCC, I wanted to give myself the best advantages of everything, so I used my rotor with the EMEC as opposed to using the PAL loader because I wanted to guarantee that I definitely had a ball in the chamber. Yeah. If I'd had more chance to actually test it and I'd seen that sort of rate of fire could be achieved on we're using the PAL loader. I mean, the Ether 2 is an electronic gun.
Yes.
Just using
definitely.
The PAL loader, you cannot tell me that the PAL loader is only worth £15. I mean, the EMEC in the PAL loader, the setup that's a marker in a hopper setup that can sustain a very high rate of fire for £220. Yeah, with no batteries in it. That is fantastic. Now, yes, it's more money for the Ether 2, but you're then getting a marker that you can control the rate of fire on and everything. I don't know what more you can say about that.
One thing I did notice, because I know we had this conversation before Grand Central, and watching that video, you were saying about if anybody had any old school hoppers. I don't know if you noticed, but it was all new hoppers. I didn't see anyone with a Revy, or they were all Spires, rotors.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, that's because, I mean, with those you can guarantee that they're going to work, can't you?
Yeah.
Right. Turn on share screen. Now, let's see if this works. Aha, right. Yeah, I'm going to try sharing that. So I'm going to go for that screen.
For some reason, my chat isn't updating. It has. Suddenly has now.
Share.
Blue.
Right. We'll go for... Hang on. Didn't we have this problem last time of we couldn't work out how to take away a screen? That's it, right. Yeah, we'll go. And I'm going to make this full screen again. Now, hopefully, we are pushing the board out here, but hopefully this works. Right.
Gav's just put there that us Grizzlies sign up for the ICC. Yeah, right. Or Gav, if you're paying Gav.
What? Oh, what the hell? What's happened there? I have no idea. Oh. Right, I know what's going on. In fact, no, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure how to share screen. Albert, I think, can you open that link up? I'll have to... I won't be able to share screen from myself, but I will be able to let you share what you share.
I'll give it a try.
Right, champion.
I'm just laughing at what Cheryl's never had so much interest before. I think it's Albert dancing on a pole brings all the girls to the yard. Right.
Oh man, how the hell do I get this off now? Right, here we go. I'm back in the Discord. All right then. I'm gonna. See, this is what happens when you start messing with things, doesn't it? Right. Now, more share screen options. Stop sharing your screen. Right, there we go. Now I'm back to my normal screen.
Right, I'm trying to find it. 2 things.
No worries. Right then. So, I did just manage to like broadcast the same screen like hundreds of times. So any second now, that should hit the chat. Do you need a link to that video? Or have you still got it?
I've got it. I'm just right. So I need to put that on full screen one, and then
yeah. If you, it should just be click share screen or turn on share screen.
Right, there we go. Turn on share screen.
Right.
No, I don't want to go that big, man. Oh, I swear to God.
The technical problem broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, where we have technical problems.
I'm trying.
Oh, it's all right, Albert. Yeah, it's not like I'm exactly doing a fantastic job.
The only problem is it's going to only be a very small screen. Does that matter or not?
It shouldn't do.
Right. Okay. So
I'm not sure how well it's actually going to work though. I mean, straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll give this a try. Right. Right. If you open the YouTube window as its own window, that should fill the full screen. And then I'll tell you when to click play. Right. So that should work then now. Now if I go back to OBS and click on... Right. If I click on that, there we go. Now, that is kind of working. Yes, indeed. So right, Albert, can you skip on a little bit to the point roughly to when he starts ripping on it?
Yeah.
We've got no audio coming through, but that's fine. You don't really need to see the audio. You can see actually see the marker firing itself, well, firing anyway. Right, there we go. That should be around about it. Now, hopefully, this is going to come through fine on the stream. But you can see he takes a few shots and stuff to start with, which, yeah, fair enough. The one thing I don't like is that he hasn't got any gogs on. I know he doesn't point the marker at his face, but it's always good, even when you're doing testing videos, to wear a mask. But that aside, obviously we're looking at the rate of fire on this, and you can I love that you can see he's shocked himself when he starts ripping on the trigger a bit, and it's taking it. I'm hoping that you guys can actually see this, but you can see he's laying paint. you can see he's laying paint with it. And what's that? Maybe 10 balls a second, easy. You still there, Albert?
Yeah, he's wondering if the tabs are correctly lined up.
Yeah. Yeah. But what do you reckon? About 10 balls a second?
Well, he proper rips it here.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, he's not holding back on the trigger there. And you can see it is spraying paint. Now, that is a mechanical loader. That's the... Right, I'll go back to the main screen there. That is a mechanical loader. You can stop sharing screen there, Albert. Now, I think we've I think we've got that. Yeah. There we go. You just got to go back to where it says share. Yeah, there you go. Nice one. Thank you very much for that one. It seems that I can't actually live stream and share screen share screen at the same time. Otherwise, things just go mental.
But how come that works, but we can't have the cameras on?
I don't know. The other thing is, where our stream is actually that far behind on YouTube, it hasn't even actually shown that section yet. So it's just coming on there now. It actually looks as if it's playing pretty smoothly as well.
All right, Colin. Just noticed I'm here. Pink Magnet 1, 2, and 3.
Colin, why don't you jump on Discord and get your headset on and just use push to talk? You can join in the conversation. In fact, I suppose we can put a call out now. Is that anybody in the chat that was at Red Hammer this weekend that would like to come on and tell all about it? Now we'll just wait 10 minutes for somebody to hear that and maybe get back to it.
Yeah, there's a really bad delay, isn't there?
Yeah. I think we're out of luck. It doesn't look like you can actually really see the rate of fire on the video. It looks like it's lagging out, which is a shame.
Yeah, well.
But I think people can get the idea. Trying to service the Blazer, watch the video. Ooh.
He's serviced the Blazer now. I know he's done your Sniper, which that looks smooth. Yeah. I must admit, I'm well impressed with the upgrades he got from Inception Designs.
I must admit, like the Blazer itself is an amazing marker.
I thought it was funny at the GCC where half the people didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I don't want to say it an old marker. I mean, there was, what was it at one point where one of the refs tried to screw the barrel to make sure that the barrels were tight, and it's not a screw. It's not a threaded barrel.
Yeah. Well, that's what Gassy was worried, wasn't he? That if he borrowed it to someone, they'll not realise that it's not a screwing barrel and knack it.
Yeah. Which that's it. There's a lot of markers out there that refs just have no idea on, because it's not something that they see on a regular basis, and it's things that people don't know if they haven't seen it. I mean, yeah,
I've had refs ask me to bloody right now ramp when I'm playing with a pump.
Yeah. Well, this I kind of felt like a bit of a dick posting that video that I shared the other day, but at the same time, I think it wasn't like I was being arsey about the ref. The ref did exactly what the ref was supposed to do. He heard a marker that he thought sounded a bit rapid, so he came over to check what was going on. I cannot fault the ref for that at all.
I tell you what, I can't fault some bloody American saying not to fan your trigger. What was it he said? You're a dick for fanning the trigger, something along that lines.
I'm not sure exactly what the comment was, but he did. He did say. He did say it to not to fan the trigger, and it's like, I've been playing for like 12 years, mate. I know fanning the trigger isn't an accurate thing to do, but I was focusing on putting paint down range.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be fair, I didn't actually fan the video. I didn't fan the trigger on video, except for when I was firing, trying to prove a point to the refs. Well, it wasn't even that I was trying to prove a point. It was just showing that I could actually rip the trigger if I wanted to.
I tell you what, for a mechanical marker, they can't offshoot some paint.
Yeah. And
there's no kick. It's not like firing. It's not like firing an autococker.
Yeah.
There's just no kick.
Mm-hmm.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
The only thing I would try and improve, and I don't know if you can do it with the bog standard one, is the trigger. I know Chan has a modified trigger that he's selling to people.
Well,
the trigger pull could do a little bit more adjustment. But...
Well, that's the thing. The trigger that Chan's putting in, I wouldn't. It's an aftermarket trigger, but not in the concept. Or at least it's not as I'm aware. It's not really sort of like an upgraded trigger. It's more just it's a different trigger as far as I'm aware. Now, Chan, if I've got that wrong, please forgive us and feel free to correct us. But I think it's just a case of he's replaced the stock trigger with an aluminium trigger, so that you can give it a little bit more customization.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
it has got some adjustability in it.
Oh, right, yeah.
He posted up on Facebook today, showing his EMAC. 2 seconds. What's his page again? Northern
Custom Works. Yeah.
There we go. Boom. So it's when he's on about where's that? There we go.
Albert.
Well,
is your missus watching Coronation Street?
Yeah, is it coming through the mic like?
No, it's all right, mate. It's all right. I just heard the trumpets. Nah.
Shut the door.
Oh, it was alright, man. I was just joking. It was like as you were talking, I just heard the trumpets in the background.
Yeah. She's in the sitting room. I'm in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. No, I was
custom trigger with pre and post travel screw settings.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool, and I know that there's people are loving those already.
Oh, there's loads of people asking for stuff for the is it EMEC?
Yeah.
My parents, all right, yeah. There's loads of it. Like as soon as he put, I must admit his marker does look really nice.
Yeah.
But there's loads of people posting up about wanting them to do stuff and how much does this cost and how much does that cost. And,
that was it. The minute Chan brought that out of his bag at GCC, people were stopping and looking at it, and it's. I love when Chan works and Chan has these ideas and he goes and he does it. He's not like me where I've got like project guns that I've had for like 5-6 years. Chan buys something and just works on it and gets it going, gets it anodized, and then takes it to places and people stop to look. I mean, I've had markers where they've turned heads, but it's a different sort of thing with Chan.
Yeah.
And I know, like sorry, I'm stuttering here, but they polishing up a PGP and walk into a safe zone with a PGP in your hand. That's all nice and shiny. People stop and look because it's not something that they're used to seeing.
Most people don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So people like turn and they'll look, and it's like, oh, that's really cool, and they'll ask you questions. But people are drawn to Chan when he pulls stuff out of his kit bag. It's not just a case of, they see you walking by and they ask you a question. It's they come to him to see what he's got.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't end up getting a bloody job with some paintball and freaking company.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know if Chan would, if he'd want to do that. I think he would love to have some of his. I would imagine he'd probably love to have some of his creations sold, properly, and I think he'd love to do some of those things. But I don't know if he would want to actually work in the industry full time. I mean, I think it would probably suit him really well to do that, but because the bloke, he creates stuff, and I think what it is. In like 10, 15 years time, I could imagine that Chan will probably be one of these people that's name is mentioned around the industry. Jesus Christ! Now I'm trying to think of it. I can't think of the name. But
Glenn Palmer.
Like the Palmers or
Bud.
Yes, that was it. Now Bud and Jeff All. Yeah, people like that. I think Chan has the potential for to end up being like that at some point.
Did you see me giving him a dig when I posted up them pumps? And Ben goes, yes. Chan, can you do this? And he goes, I feel dirty. I needed a shower after touching them pumps. I goes, if it wasn't for them dirty pumps, you wouldn't have your auto cocker.
Yeah. You know what it is? I have actually wondered for quite a while if Chan could make like a duck slide frame or something for like tracers and phantoms and stuff.
That was the whole point of me putting that picture up.
Yep.
Because one of them looked homemade.
Mm-hmm.
The black one.
Yeah, the one that looked a bit like a 1911.
Because there was a silver and there was a black one, isn't there? That I posted the pictures up. And that black one, that looks homemade to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Have you seen as well? Paul has posted up in UK Autococker owners. He's only gone and getting himself a new Inception frame for to go on his Inception Predator cocker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
right for so.
Very, very nice that now, Paul. I mean, what's that? They dropped, I think, what was it? At least £100 for the frame. That is very nice.
Trying to get me to buy a Spectre yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you notice the photos that some bloke put up on a few pages? Loads of autocockers, loads of pumps.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and he was saying that basically he was wanting to sell them, and there was 3 Spectres and looked like 3 Silver Ghosts.
Yeah, very nice.
Amongst and Paul was like, "Go on, I won't tell the missus."
Yeah, there's did you see? Because I know that. I know you've been wanting a Spectre since. Was it Richie Wong that said he had one?
I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah.
I was on about Silver Ghosts, and Richie Wong told me about the Spectre. Well, I'm a big James Bond nut.
Yeah.
So the minute I was like, oh yeah, I would definitely want something like that. But I didn't even know they existed. I'd always went on about Silver Ghosts.
Yeah.
Because I just because the rarity of them more than anything. Lapco very rarely, if ever, make guns.
Yeah.
I think there's only really. It's only really pumps, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
As far as I'm aware,
semi-automatic.
I'm not. And then again, I didn't know that they had the Spectre. But that said, I'm not aware of them making any semi-autos.
Yeah, it was just until a couple of years ago, until Richie Wong told me different. I thought it was just the Silver Ghost, and they were made in small numbers.
Well, I'm aware.
He has 2.
Yeah. I'm aware of the Grey Ghost. There was the Grey Ghost, and there was the
Grey Ghost, the Silver Ghost.
Yeah. But as far as anything else, I didn't know about anything else. But I do think it's interesting because Lapco, they were like into air rifles and stuff, weren't they?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, like sports shooting. But there was both them and Teso both used to make paintball gear as well. I think. There was a few sort of gun companies, or at least air rifle companies, that made paintball equipment but then decided to drop it because it probably didn't grow as fast as they were expecting it to. And they thought, oh, well, no, we can make more money by just selling the air rifles and stuff like that, which is a shame. Because obviously, the more people that are making stuff, the more innovation there is, the more competition there is.
Is the chat still working for you? It seems to have frozen me.
I don't know if that's just because no one else has commented lately.
Probably.
Yeah, the last person to comment was Gav.
Yeah. Didn't work for me. No problem.
I'm guessing that was about the Blazer.
No, I think what he was on about was the video we tried to share.
Ah, right. Yeah. That's it. If it didn't come through on the stream that I'm, because I can see what the stream is. I'm watching it in the studio. If it didn't work on that properly, then it won't work for anybody. It's just unfortunate, but at least people get the idea where the video was. But I love going back to talking about that video. I love the look of excitement that you can see on the guy's face when he realizes that he's put
it's quite a look of shock, isn't it?
Yeah, he's put quite a high rate of fire through it, considering it's a mechanical hopper, and it's the what the hell sort of look.
That first look, he looks to the camera and then he doesn't do it again because he tries even harder to put more, and he's putting a canny rate of fire through that. I must admit, and that hopper to keep up with it is just mental.
Yeah, I'm thinking because when you watch the full video, he does have to shake it at first, but I'm thinking that's probably because when he's filled it, it's then the paintballs. Yeah, it's been too much paint in it. It's probably jammed the hopper a bit, but then once there's a bit of movement and once it can kind of popcorn, it's getting a consistent feed. Now, it is kind of a bit hit or miss on. I don't know what that would be like if you're playing a proper game. I don't know if you'd be able to get run and gun and have a rate of fire like that. 1 sec, Albert. It's alright, you can come in. I haven't got my camera on. I haven't got my camera on.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to try it in a tournament, but maybe on a walk on, give it a try with a pal.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There was people after GCC that were using the pal loader there, but with it not being force fed, if you've been sliding or something like that, and if you've been crawling and your marker hasn't been held upright, I don't know if you get like an immediate consistent feed, which is probably what you need straight off the bat. Aha!
Yeah, Paul's keeping us right. It was the grey ghost, not silver.
Yeah, but was that not more than just the grey ghost from Lapco? Because I know that I'm 100% obviously that there was the grey ghost, but I thought that they did have something else other than that. Apparently, there was only 2,000 ghosts made.
Yeah, I know it wasn't not a big run. I know that.
Yeah,
it was even less of the Spectre.
Yeah. That's it. Paul says only 2,000 ghosts made.
Yep.
That's, and of course Richie would have too.
Yeah. How many of them have been knocked?
Yeah, that's it. You've got to think I do wonder about how many markers have been cut down and how many have been damaged and just binned and things like that. And
did you see all them markers that Martello found just scattered around his field?
Yeah.
Was that site owner before Martello came on? Was that site owner throwing money away?
Was
even an FT12 in amongst it.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. According to Martello, the site wasn't actually, it's still been in use up until recently. But then he's been posting videos where he's literally pulling paintball gear out of bushes.
Yeah.
Did you see the photo that he shared where it looked like a section of fencing where a tree had literally grown through this entire section of fencing?
Through the fencing,
yes. Yeah, but it's like it's mesh fencing, so there is literally, it's not that you can snap it off and just it's all through the tree.
Yep.
The guy
mental, isn't it?
Whoever's had this site that Martello's taken over must have just lost all interest and just been not fussed at way whatsoever.
Must have. And he wasn't cleaning the masts. I think he was throwing them.
Yeah.
The amount of masts he pulled, all them infernos and the pumps. Did you notice?
Yes.
Some of them pumps with the Tipman SL.
The SL68 too. Sorry, there would have been the SL68, not the SL68 too. They looked like they were the old ones, but there was those. There was a Phantom in there. I think somebody mentioned there being an Automag.
Yep, they look like it. In the bottom left-hand bin, the one where the Titmans were, that definitely looked like. There was also some pre-charged looking marker.
Yeah.
Along the lines, obviously it wasn't, but you know the old KP ones where they were pre-charged.
Yeah.
I could see I could see a pre-charged marker there.
Aye.
But it looked like it might have been an old like a Piranha, or something along that lines. But it was a pre-charged one.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people were offering to buy it off him? And he was like, "They're not for sale. I never said they were for sale."
But you implied that they were going as paperweights.
Paperweights.
Like,
I must admit, one guy's idea, melt them all down and make it into like a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But all markers. I thought that was a good idea.
Take all the good ones out first.
yeah. Basically, just make it out of Infernals. Don't do it with pumps.
Yeah. Martello, if you happen to be listening and you are wanting just rid of any of those, then I'm not the Infernals, but the good ones. Then I'm more than welcome. I'm happy to take those off your hands.
I tell you what, I bet you can get 99% of them pumps working again.
Yep, that's it. I've never
moving parts to a pump.
Yeah, I've never owned SL68. If you just want rid of one of those out of one of those boxes, then I'm sure I could clean it up.
I've shot one.
Yep, I'm not even sure if I've ever shot one. But you know, I'm saying I'd clean it up. Let's face it, I'd give it a try.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
But there was a what that green one was that not a Phantom?
I'm not sure.
The green pump that was sitting on the top.
I'm not sure. I don't think it was. You know, I think it was like a Tracer or something. I'll have a quick look. I'm pretty sure it was just off the top of my head. I think it was like a Tracer or some other kind of Nelson clone, but I might be wrong on that. If I can actually find it, yeah. Aha, here we go. Yes, it's some kind of Nelson clone. It's got it could be a Maverick or a Tracer or God knows. Oh, wrong way. View image.
I'm looking for is it on his actual?
Yeah, it's on his actual Facebook page.
Right.
But yeah, there's it's got it's got the bolt screws on the side as opposed to underneath like a Phantom.
Yeah.
But when you look in the barrel, in the green box to the right hand side of that, you can definitely see a Phantom. It would be old unibody Phantom. There's something else in there which I can't tell what it is. It could. It's another kind of pump.
The bottom bin where the Titmans are. Can you see that top left-hand corner? See that one I'm on about? That looks like a pre-charged. It's missing the handle on it, but by the looks of the front of it, that's pre-charged. You see what I'm on about or not?
I'm not sure.
The top left bottom bin.
Top left corner.
Top left corner. There looks like there's two pumps, and then you can see it's quite large. It takes up nearly the full bin, and you can see the top end of it. It looks like a pre-charged.
Yeah. Gun. Yeah, I think I know which one you're on about. It looks like it's actually missing the pistol grip off of it.
That's the one.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, well, I'm not too sure. You know what it is?
Most of them are missing the pistol grip of it.
No, actually,
a lot of them.
No, that looks like it's actually still got a ball in the chamber, or like a ball in the breech. That what you're saying looks like a pre-charge, but for a second there, I thought it might have actually been an AGD sidearm, but I'm pretty sure it's not. But it's not an AGD sidearm. But I think that's actually a stick feed on the top. But I think it's like one of the old sort of. You filled it up. You get about 20 balls in it.
Right. Yeah. Also, what I was thinking was the pre-charge is actually the barrel.
Yeah.
And that's a stick feed at the top. Yeah, because you can see that orange thing.
Yeah, I think that's actually a ball.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see what that actually is. I think Martello, if you're listening, mate, you need to do a rundown of everything that's in that green box.
yeah, definitely. There's some funky shit in there, like.
Yeah. It's some pretty awesome stuff.
There's 3 Tipmans that I can see. The Tipman 68s.
Yeah. Aye, that's it. There is some good stuff in there. Right, I've just had a private message off Paul there. He says the chat's running slow, which I'm not sure if he means that the chat's running slow as in it's just like lagging behind, or if it's because it's or if it's the delay from when we're talking to when we actually finally pick up on messages, because I know that there is quite a delay at the moment. But he says. I'm hoping that Paul's actually okay with us sharing this. The frame was actually about 250 quid. Damn!
Ouch.
You know what it is? I think I've only ever once spent that sort of money. I think I once spent...
That was an entire gun.
I spent 320 quid on my original E-Tech 3, I believe. And that was...
Same gun.
Yep. That was like... I literally got it. It had only been out for like a week or something like that, and it was Sid from the clan got us it.
I have my E-Tech 3. I saved up for absolute ages, bought it from BZ, and a week after I bought it, they brought out the new E-Tech 4.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it?
I could have cried.
And...
But they didn't bring out the E-Tech 4 in the colour. So my E-Tech only came out that colour on the E-Tech 3. The gold with sand camo. Yeah. So at least I would have been even more good if they brought out the exact same gun but on an E-Tech 4. Yeah. But they never did. It must have been a limited run, that colour.
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, it looks like Lapco might have actually... Lapco have actually produced quite a lot of markers. Paul's shared link with us, which I'll also share with you, Albert.
Yep, no problem.
Right.
What are you doing? So I think Stun's.
Technical problem. Broadcast is a family venue, mate. Right. So
it is in this house. You didn't get any choice in the matter.
Right, so we've got, according to this page here, under Lapco stuff, there's the F1 Illustrator with the Lapco nickel-plated barrel, the Lapco body, the long body Lapco Spirit was 1993 to 94. I don't know what the crack is with that one.
Dex, if it's what you've just sent me, you've just sent me a link to this broadcast, mate.
Have I?
Yeah. So I clicked on the link and all I've got is I'm watching the YouTube.
Oh, that's weird. I must have clicked on the wrong thing for the copy then. Right, there we go.
You did send it through the technical hitch live, yeah?
Yeah, right. I must have just clicked on the wrong thing.
No problem.
Right, there we go, and that's the one I was on about. That's what Paul's just sent us. So there was then the Team AGS Nelson with Hypertech board drop internals. I'm not sure what the crack is on that one. Lapco stock class Grey Ghost. Lapco Force Recon. Yeah, I think these are just things that have got Lapco stuff on them. The Lapco Force Recon. Can't say I've ever heard of it, but
no.
Rick Elliott's Lapco Auto Spirit. That must be a. It must just be a what was it? The Lapco Spirit with an auto tracer kit on it.
All right, yeah, I looked at them all, them kits at back paintball.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, I saw Batchy had one of those auto trigger kits. Yeah. He had one of those auto trigger kits in a while ago, and I seriously considered getting one and getting like a cheap tracer to slap it onto.
Just for a laugh.
Yeah, just for a laugh. I think that's something else that you rock up to a game with something like that. People aren't going to have a clue what it is.
Yeah.
I think it would be great as well to just like get a you know, if you did it, get a cheap pump handle and just glue it to the body.
So just so you got
So
to hold your hand on.
Yeah, so yeah, well that's it. So you've got something to hold my hand on, but also just it looks like a pump. every time a ref comes running over, just like start pretending to pump it.
It's a pump gun. It's a pump gun.
Early lap go ghost. Oh, that's it's another lap go ghost. Force recon again. Yeah, so there's the ghost, the recon. There's what was it what was it called? The auto spirit, and yeah, so ghost, spirit, force recon, and auto spirit. Yeah, so they did. I don't know if it was actually a kit that Lapco made, but yeah, it seems like you could actually get a semi-auto in a manner of speaking. That looks like a proper clamps on.
I've always fancied a Sovereign, to be quite honest. Yeah, Mike Tate never. Have you noticed that post on Facebook? But Mike Tate's never really answered when he said about Powerball's old shop, and it's somewhere else now.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people said it as Powerball closed down, but he didn't answer.
I thought they had.
I know they do a lot with Powerballs and stuff in America now, don't they?
Oh, right, so they've kind of shifted focus.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
that's a shame.
Saying that, Just Paintball's now started selling Sterling guns.
Yeah.
And there's a 2-week waiting list because they're saying that they are built to order.
Right. I wonder what the crack is with that then.
Pass.
I wonder if they're just getting their hands on a whole load of stock and then they're building them up as what's required, or if they are actually if they have got somebody that's producing them properly.
You never know with just.
Yeah.
Because they do like to buy like they always have like tops from like a few years ago and bottoms from a few years ago. They always sell off at a cheaper price, which suits me down to a T because I'm not one of these fanboys who has to have the latest paintball trousers. It's a pair of paintball trousers. They work. I'm not, but you do get some people who have to have the latest gear.
Yeah.
And just paintball are ideal for that because you can pick a jersey and a pair of like bottoms up at just paintball for the price of a jersey somewhere else.
Yeah, well that's it. I mean, I like to look good, but I don't care. But at least I like to think I look good sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't care about having the newest gear. I just don't want to look like a twat when I'm on the field.
Well, what made me laugh was when you watched the that video that's just been posted up on the
Snap and Shoots. Yeah,
Snap and Shoots. That's it. Yeah. All these guys with the latest 150, 200-pound masks walking around with a cardboard box on their head because they haven't got a sun peak, so the water was leaking in.
Yeah.
And there's me in me 40-pound JTs laughing me back off at them.
Mine, I've got to admit, I was having problems with my glasses fogging up on that event, and I was doing everything I could for to stay dry and make sure that I wasn't fogging up and stuff. But that's I do agree with that though. It's like, I mean, my JTs cost me like 40 quid. You know, they mean brand new JTs cost like 40. A set of brand new JTs cost about 45 quid, depending on what you're buying. But I've got JTs that I've bought like a tenner for the frames. You know, like another tenner for the bottoms, a couple of quid for the ears and stuff. You know, I've got full masks that I play in regular that cost us less than 30 quid.
Yeah, no, just like I say, it just made me laugh when you see all these guys with like the latest, all singing, all dancing, masks, and they're having to walk around with cardboard boxes on their head.
Yeah,
because they haven't done the peaks for them yet.
Yeah, well, I find that I'm assuming when you're talking about that, you're actually talking about the push goggles.
push.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing
And
is,
also there's the virtual. You've got to buy them separate.
yeah, the VOs.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. I mean, at one time, getting a peak was pretty much standard with your mask, and it's sure, like, and most players don't wear peaks. For the most regular players, don't bother with a peak on their mask, and apart from my black JTs, I don't bother with a peak on it either. And the only reason I bother with a peak on my black JTs is because I have a mask fan on that. Now, the rest of the time, I think my mask looks better without it, but I always carry a peak regardless, or I'll carry a baseball cap or something that I can use to stop if it's raining. But that's just because I like the way that I look without a peak on my mask. But most places, it's gonna rain at some point, and there's a good chance that if you play paintball enough, you are gonna play in the rain. And
I never take my peak off.
Yeah, and for masks to not come with peaks anymore seems a little bit silly. Yeah, you'd think that they would actually come with, for the sake of an extra couple of quid. But when it comes to the push goggles, now I don't know about any of the other ones, but push goggles come with a fitted case for them, which is really cool. But if they do start producing a peak, it's not gonna fit into the case anymore.
Paul's just said there that Powerball's just moved to a larger place.
Ah, right. It just moved on a little bit.
But I do know that they are more into their. They make like over in America, they're making like with the crossbows, power bows, that sort of thing. That's where the majority of their sales is now.
Yeah. Well, if that's how their work, if that's what they've got to do to continue as a business, then I can't really fault them.
No. Well, most businesses these days have to
adapt,
diversify, don't they?
Yeah.
Adapt. Yep.
That's it.
It might only get worse. What's happening?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because paintball has kind of, and I've said it umpteen times, and it's one of the reasons why I try and promote other games and stuff, because I think people aren't promoting other people's stuff. That everyone just is being very sort of self-focused at the minute within the paintball community, which is, I understand, because people are trying to make sure that their own businesses succeed. But if paintball as a whole doesn't succeed, then no businesses are going to succeed.
Do you think that's down to the fall of forums?
I don't think it's down to the forums completely, but
because the way I look at it is now everyone has their own Facebook page.
Yes.
And if you don't have, I don't know, one guy's Facebook page, but you have another guy's Facebook page, you are going to miss events.
Yes.
For argument's sake, if you don't know about Martello and you follow Dunk, and you'll see Dunk's games, but you won't see Martello's.
Yeah.
Everything. I know we still have the UK paintball.
Yeah.
Facebook page, but still, I think it's still branched off too much.
Yes.
And there's too many, like you say, just companies promoting their own games.
Yeah.
And they haven't got, like, before when you went to a forum, yes, you were promoting your game, but it was on one page.
Yeah, it was alongside all the rest of them.
Yes.
Well, do you think
now it's all so scattered about?
Well, I think part of this comes down to the way that Facebook has become. See, can you remember when Facebook first started off and everyone started to drift over onto Facebook? Facebook, yes. when it first kicked off, if you liked something, like say you liked a Facebook page, everything from that page came up on your feed. So if you liked the page, and it didn't matter how many pages you liked, everything that was posted by that page would come up. And then they've gone over now to it's I can't remember what the right word is, but it's tailored. Everything is tailored by Facebook, so Facebook promotes to you what they want to promote. And I think it's something like about the average person only sees something like about 20% of what you post on your page. So that means about 80% of your content isn't being seen by like everyone that follows your page. Well, that's wrong, because like if I like a page on Facebook, I want to see what's posted on that page. And I do kind of understand, that I follow a lot of content on Facebook. I would be getting constantly bombarded, but I don't even see, like, I've got maybe a good couple of hundred friends on Facebook, and I only really see the stuff from the same people, regular. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but you only see the same people posting all the time, and then the odd random person will be thrown in, or it might be somebody that you've just added as a friend. You'll then all of a sudden see their posts, but you don't see anyone else's.
Yeah, I did read something. When you get these generic "do this," blah blah blah. I always thought it was a load of shite.
Mm-hmm.
How sharing their posts going to suddenly make everybody else's posts appear.
Yeah.
But I can partly understand, like, obviously that is a load of crap, but because sharing these posts is going to do nothing to yours. But yeah, I've noticed it's like you say, more tailored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Paul's just put up here. He got a pair of smart playing pants from eBay, £4, including the post and packaging.
Bloody hell!
That is a bargain.
Yeah.
That is a bargain. I like.
But mind, I hope they're not the playing pants that are like the smart parts playing pants that I had. Those things, they were really, really comfy, but I was playing in them, slid into a bunker, and the entire back of them just ripped open. they had a lovely breeze afterwards.
Nice and airy.
But I would, you know what it is? Even if they only lasted us like a month of playing, I would have said for £4 you can't go wrong with that. I mean the pants that I was using for GCC, the dye, I don't even know what the word, the dyed plain pants that just about were selling off for cheap.
Oh, the one that Chan actually got into one leg of.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that the Chandy Man can actually fit into one of my pant legs. He looked like a mermaid, but yes, the Chandy Man can actually fit his entire body into one of my pant legs.
I must admit, we did have a laugh at the JCC.
Yeah. It was amazing. But yeah, those pants that I bought from that I had to buy for GCC because my plain pants ripped at speed, my JTs ripped at speed. They for like £25 or £30 or whatever it was, you cannot go wrong with that. And they're just, even if they only last us a couple of months, I'll get the use out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll probably last us a bit longer than that, hopefully. But yeah, I'll have to see. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get my JTs repaired though. So,
yeah.
They didn't actually tear; they've just burst the stitching on the knee. So I'm going to take them to a seamstress and see if I can get them like stitched back up.
Yeah. I should maybe repair them.
But I want to get them stitched back up with like a bright coloured thread so that you can see that they've been repaired.
Don't do yellow. You'll get pulled off by a ref.
Well, I'm going to get them done yellow then. No, I'm thinking about going for like a nice bright green or maybe some red or something like that.
Well, bright green, same thing. You'll just get that's a ball break.
Yeah, that's true. But I might go for like red or something, just something that's going to stand out, so that you can see that they've been repaired. Because I like the idea of doing that. Gassie's saying, if Chan is tempted by the blazer, I think I am going to sign up for the next free flow clutch cocker. Well, I think Chandy Man is tempted by the blazer.
I must be behind. I'm getting that.
It's Gassie's actually posted it twice.
Alright.
Are you what? That's the thing, Albert. You'll be watching the chat in the
on Facebook. Yeah.
You'll be watching the chat on live stream. Actually, Albert, what I can do, this will work. This should help you out a lot, I think.
Oh God! Here's where it gets tits up.
No, it's. I think this should work.
Famous last words.
Technical hitch, right. I think this might work. I'm going to send you that in a private link, Albert. How the hell do you do it? It might work, it might not, I don't know. So hopefully, if this works, you'll be able to see comments in real time.
All right. Obviously, I didn't watch all of it. But didn't you mention that paintballing was
mentioned on the show that
on
would otherwise
Brother,
not be named? Yes.
Yeah.
This is it. There was a video being shared around a few times by Dave Justin, by Greg, by Wolf, a few other people as well. And normally, the moment I see anything to do with things like Love Island or Big Brother or anything like this, my eyes roll in the back of my head, and I feel like putting the nearest I feel like putting the nearest projectile launching device into my mouth and pulling the trigger. But
yeah.
I thought, it was when I saw that multiple people were sort of like praising it, I thought, I'm gonna have to delve in here and have a look. And me and you, obviously, we did have a little bit of talk about this before the show, about the idea that that at the beginning that they're only talking about the Greg Hastings paintball game.
Yeah, that's as far as I got. I couldn't understand them.
It seems like the guys in the show were it's American Big Brother. It seems like the guys in the show they're talking about video games, which I'm interested in, but not enough to sit and watch Big Brother. And they're talking away about video games and about like Apex Legends and Call of Duty and stuff like this, and then they drop on to talking about. You see, one of the guys goes, "Oh, my game back in the day was Greg Hastings paintball." It's like, all right, interest is slightly perked up here. He says, "Oh yeah, like I used to play it all the time with one of my mates, and they used to be really really good at it, and we could like do like 2-on-7s and stuff like this, and I used to have loads of fun." And it's like, all right, the guy's maybe he's bullshitting a bit, but this is still kind of cool. The fact that he's talking about paintball on TV and like in a really positive way. But then he goes, "Oh yeah, actually, I used to play paintball, but he says, oh, it's really expensive. The ammo's really expensive and stuff, but I got this gun off this guy. It was an ion and it was all modified up and everything." It's like, right, so he knows. At least the guy knows the name of a marker. That's a good sign. Yeah, that makes a bit of a sign. And then he's saying about like, oh, it could rip because it had like this and it had that, and it was like it had like a modified board in it and stuff. I think he says something like that, and it's like, right, so he knows that it's not just a case of you press a button and it goes full auto. And it's not the sort of the stereotypical noob sort of stuff. And then he goes, "Oh, yeah. I got that, but I gave it back because I wasn't playing enough." And he says, I had like an A5 for a while as well, and me and my mate were playing this game, and then they ran up on this guy, and I'm like, we're playing a tournament, and I'm playing a tournament with a woods ball gun, which you don't do. And it's like, whoa, this guy actually has a bit of an idea what he's talking about. I'm not going to say he's not like a pro or anything, but he's not just one of these
he's mentioning that he's playing with a wood ball gun in a tournament. Your normal noob wouldn't know that. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, the guy, yes, he's you can tell he's probably bullshitting a little bit, but I mean, who doesn't really? But it's the fact that he's actually saying real things. He's making real comments about paintball. It's not just the stereotypical bullshit that people that don't really know what they're talking about come out with. There's I shoot marbles with my gun and blah blah blah. And, I freeze my paintballs to hurt people more when I go on. It's like, no, you don't. You're bullshitting. Well, I know a lad who does. No, you don't. He's bullshitting.
Did you ever watch that YouTube that somebody did when it's on about what punters say? And that he says exactly what you said. He's obviously it's the punter talking to a marshal, and you hear him go, "Oh, I freeze me paintballs." No, you didn't. No, but it wasn't me. It was my friend. No, you never.
Yeah.
It's like when they're, I want a machine gun. No, I want a sniper's rifle. He says, yeah, I'll have a machine gun. You have a sniper rifle. Marshall, both the same gun.
Yeah. Yeah, you get them giving it like, oh, this is so cool, and it's the same gun, mate. Yeah.
he asks them to, can you make it more powerful? And he's like, no. So he gives them more money. And he's like, now can you make it more powerful? No.
Yeah. That's it. Just give them a gun with a bigger barrel and go, there you go, mate. There you go. Poseidon saying Instagram's better than Facebook because you see everything they post. Well, that is true, but then again, you also get like absolutely spammed by people posting photos depending on how many accounts you follow and things like that. If you're only following stuff that interests you, then yeah, you can kind of flick through pretty fast. But that's along the same sort of lines of Twitter as well. I mean, you can do the same sort of thing with Twitter, but it's just that you're seeing loads and loads of very small things. You're not seeing things in detail. You know, you see like a very, very small snapshot as opposed to seeing a full post or a full advertisement, or you know, you don't, in my opinion, you don't have the same sort of interaction that you do on things like on sites like Facebook or the old forums as what you do on Instagram, places like that. It's just more engaging when you can have like full proper conversations with people.
I've never been on any of them.
What, Instagram?
Instagram or Twitter?
To be honest, mate, I would avoid Twitter. Twitter is just a hive of scum and villainy. Instagram is mostly filled with fake stuff. It's like people posing in front of cars that they don't own and wearing clothes that they're planning on returning and taking photos of food that they can't afford and stuff like that. It's all very sort of all. You're
really painting a really good picture.
Instagram's all teeth and tits, basically.
I only go on Facebook for paintball.
Yeah. Facebook itself is very censorious. I mean, did you actually see what I shared the other day? I had a photo that was against community standards, and I did actually get the length of time wrong. It was a post from 2016, not from 6 years ago. So the post was from around about 3 years ago, but it was
you got the thing to just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I only got the notification saying it goes against community standards a couple of days ago. And
so it was through your history.
Well, it looks like they've had a look at my account, and they've decided that something that I posted 3 years ago was against community standards now. But when I was having a look, because I went on to appeal it, and it's the community standards are if it's like gory or violent or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not that. It's if it's overly aggressive or intimidating or bullying or anything like that, well, it's not that. And there was something else, and it was like, well, it's not that either. It was a photo. It was a poster from 1984 of Emmanuel Goldstein with I think it's Big Brother is watching you. Or it's not Goldstein. It's Big Brother meant to be watching you.
But yeah, Big Brother's watching you. Yeah.
And it was the idea that I'd shared a Big Brother is watching you post, and then Facebook has come after us for sharing a post of Big Brother is watching you.
So Big Brother getting wrong. Yeah.
Like, But yeah, so that gave us a bit of a giggle.
Your point, the Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah. It was like
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Though.
Post from 3 years ago. They're now only just now complaining about it.
How far has somebody had to troll through your history to get to
that's
that,
the thing. I mean, I don't know.
They've just been looking for something.
I think that has been a case of it's probably been an algorithm that's just been browsing everything online and has come across it. Come across that and then just gone, ooh, I think this violates your terms of whatever.
So if you hadn't what's the word I'm looking for? Appealed, you would have gotten a ban.
Oh no, I wouldn't have gotten a ban. It would have taken the photo down. But when I was actually going on my phone to try and appeal it, it wouldn't load anything for us to actually appeal it. It was only when I've come on my laptop tonight that I've then seen it and been able that I've then gone back, looked it up again, and then been able to appeal it on my laptop.
Yeah, Colin's saying there's a 5-minute delay from posting to when something appears on the stream.
Yep. Yeah, it's
It's why we're not running the cameras for, Colin. If we put the cameras on,
Yeah.
it
is well and truly behind.
Yeah.
Albert, did that link work?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
So you can see the comments in real time now as well.
I am. Yeah. That's how I know about Colin putting about 5 minutes today.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Yep. It's actually better because then I'm not looking at I'm not looking at the. I was looking at through YouTube. It's definitely a lot better running it that way.
Yeah. Albert, can you bring up the photo? Paul has asked if we can bring up the photo that Martello had shared, and see if it is an AGD sidearm. Well, I can tell you already, Paul. I'm 100%. It is not an AGD sidearm. It doesn't have the. It's not the sort of the stereotypical gunmetal from AGD gun bodies, and it doesn't have like the same. It's not the right trigger. It doesn't have the body on it that the AGD stuff normally has. Like the real. And it also doesn't have like the back caps or anything like that, and it doesn't have the valve. But right, you might need to zoom in on that, Albert. But it's something along the lines of that. I'm not sure what the marker actually is though. Right, if you right click on it, Albert.
That's as big as I can get it.
Right, yeah, but if you actually right click on the image.
I've got a mark. There's no right and left click on the mouse. It's a magic mouse.
Right.
So if I click on it, it just changes it to the next photo.
Well, that's bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I can't get it no bigger.
Damn.
Sorry.
But,
it's one of them magic mouses, where you've got to use gestures.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I think there is a gesture I can do to make it. No.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I think we might be able to we might be able to work with that. And if I go, I'm going to full screen that. So where is it? I don't know if you'll actually be able to see this or not, Paul. But, one sec. I'm gonna sneeze. Nope, it's gone. Yeah, I don't know if you'll actually be able to really see this or not. I'm wondering if there's any way that I can do this where I can hide people commenting on it. I don't think I can. I hope Martello's alright with this. But, right, if we bring this up here, it's in the green box on the bottom right-hand corner there. You can kind of see there's a few different markers in there. There's a few stocks and stuff. But it's about... Well, where that yellow strap is, the marker tip is round about there. I don't think you can actually see. I haven't got the mouse turned on. So you can't actually see where I'm pointing. Well,
I've sent Paul a better photo
right.
On a private message.
Right, drop back over on that there now. So yeah, it's definitely not an AGD sidearm, but I don't know what else it could be. But it's got that sort of the stick feed that you can either tip it forward or tip it back. Either way, a ball should roll in if it's got like a full stick feed.
Looking underneath that, you've got a pump, haven't you?
You've got two pumps under that.
Yeah. Have you noticed the bottom lower pump? That looks so interesting.
The bottom lower one. Yeah.
Yeah, with it's got a built-in I don't know if it's got an AC or something on it because it's got the tube coming out the back. But the pump handle is unusual. It's a fully textured pump handle.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's actually another Phantom and it's just we can't see it properly, or if it's something else. Just looking at it from the side, it definitely kind of looks like a Phantom with It could be a Phantom with direct out the back ASA.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily an ASA, but like having the valve casing coming straight out the back.
You know something. I would love to rummage through something like that.
Yeah. Well, one of my earliest sort of paintball finds was up at Rothbury. There's an auction house, and You can close down the share screen there now, Albert, if you want.
Yeah, no problem.
Up at Rothbury, there's an auction house, and I'd gone up once because it was when I was just getting into paintball, and I'd been told, "Oh, there's a box up here with some paintball guns in it," and for 20 quid, I got up there, and it was one of those sort of boxes. There was a whole load of micro hoppers, and the little cheese wedge hoppers. There was 2 Teso Spartans. One had a custom engraved dropout changer on it, which I've always regretted selling. And there was 4 brass eagle blades in it as well.
Ooh.
As well as a few homemade hoppers as well, which were they were bad, but the cheese wedges were entertaining.
But that was back in the day.
Yeah,
you did make homemade them V-shaped wheel.
Yeah, whalers. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing back in the day. It was a lot of stuff was homemade.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing though. That was when people were trying to innovate. But people are trying to innovate. People are trying to do things, which is, why we've got people today that why we've got the tech we have got today, because people didn't just let things stagnate.
I think that we're missing a lot of that old paintball now. Yeah. Unless your name's Chan, that is.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, I think Chan. You put Chan in a room with a few sheets of metal or something, and he'd come up with something.
The A-team in it. Lock him in a room, and he'll come out with a tank. Yeah, you'll be too young for that, won't you?
Oh,
no!
No.
I don't know what I'm on about. Eh? Oh, you actually remember the A-team?
Oh yeah.
And not that crappy movie that they made neither.
Liam
Neeson.
I feel bad now that you said that. I feel bad that I actually enjoyed that movie, but no, I do remember.
You are joking.
Yes,
you actually enjoyed that.
Yeah, but in all seriousness though, I do actually remember watching the original one. It would have been reruns probably that I was watching, but I did like watching the original.
I can't believe you actually liked that film.
Well, what can I say?
Rampage Jackson as Mr. T.
Yep.
And Liam Neeson as no.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper as Face.
Yeah, no.
I think the guy that played Murdoch though, I think he's brilliant.
Who was it who played Murdoch?
I can't remember what his name is, but he's the guy that plays the main character in District 9. And
yes, yeah.
He's also the guy. He's also the scientisty guy in Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, that film was that bad. I've tried to blot out all recognition of it.
It's not that bad.
It is.
Nah.
It is. I'm really glad they've never made an Airwolf movie.
Just give them time.
No. Just ruin my childhood altogether.
Yeah.
Or am I showing me age again? Can you remember Airwolf?
I can remember Airwolf, but I can't really remember watching it.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Because there was Knight Rider was the original, but then you had Airwolf, and was there not a one where it was a boat as well?
Oh my god!
They used to chase people on a boat, and they would
Days of Thunder with Hulk Hogan.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah. There was always
there
was always a canal that they were able to chase the car that was driving away.
Knight Rider and Airwolf, two totally different things.
Oh, I know. Knight Rider was like the car that was like an AI.
Knight Rider was a car, and then you had Street Hawk, which was a bike.
Oh God.
Then you had, it wasn't called Days of Thunder, it was Summit Thunder.
Yeah.
And with Hulk Hogan in it.
Yeah. Oh, God. You know what it is? I actually used to enjoy watching Hulk Hogan films as a kid as well, and I feel dirty for that now.
Yeah.
Oh, mind the only good thing that Hulk Hogan's done in years is that he shut down Gawker Media. Did you hear about that one? It was Gorka posted a video of, I'm pretty sure it was Hulk Hogan banging one of his mates' wives.
Oh, nice.
And they wouldn't take it down. They were even ordered in court to take it down because effectively it was revenge porn sort of thing. And they were like, no, this is we're doing our journalistic duties, sharing a video of Hulk Hogan shagging his mate's wife. And the judge just basically went like, right, you know, because he wouldn't take it down, pay him millions and millions. And this is they shut down after that because they couldn't pay. They basically he bankrupted them.
The TV program was Thunder in Paradise.
Thunder in Paradise, yeah, that sounds like a very Hulk Hogan thing to have been on.
Yeah. No. What's that Colin saying about a garbage launcher?
I've no idea. But
oh, is he on? He's on about the A-Team.
Ah, right.
I know what he's on about. Yeah, I know what he's on about.
Paul says that it looks like a nightmare. The gas goes in the rear top tube. In the rear of the top tube.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. A preloaded. I couldn't think of the name, but I definitely thought it looked like a preloaded paintball gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a Google.
Really enjoyed the film. Oh, Colin, man, no.
Yes, Colin, man after my own heart.
Both of you have gone seriously down in my. Next, you'll be saying that Ghostbusters with an all-female cast was good.
No, that definitely was not good.
I've never watched it.
Yeah. Now that he mentions it, it does actually look like it could be a short barrel nightmare. Yeah. In fact, yeah, I would definitely agree that is a Brass Eagle nightmare. In which case, if it is, I wonder what the deal is with the stock, or if that stock's been snapped off. I mean, well, the stock might not have been snapped off, but like the actual grip frame. So, oh no, I'm looking at the Nightmare Ninja there, but there's the Brass Eagle Nightmare short barrel. Yeah, I think it's missing its pump handle. If you look at that that photo that Martello shared, yes,
definitely does.
Yeah,
I've just googled.
Yeah.
Brass Eagle Nightmare.
I see. I think that looks amazing as well. I wonder if Chan could make one of those.
I want him to make the slider for Phantom.
Yeah.
Dropping inside bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, if you look up the Nightmare Ninja.
Nightmare Ninja?
Yeah, the Brass Eagle Nightmare Ninja. I want one of those. I want Chan to make me one of those. Just something like that. Yeah, that. In all fairness, I have actually got a project that I'm supposed to be working on, which would be along those sort of lines. But I'm shit at actually doing the projects that I start.
Yeah, Paul was saying Blue Thunder as well. Yeah, I used to like Blue Thunder.
God, yeah, any idea on that one?
It was I say it was like Airwolf, but you never watched Airwolf, did you? So basically, they were coppers in a state-of-the-art attack helicopter. But they were like coppers in basically. It wasn't an Apache gunship, but it wasn't far off it.
Yeah.
They made a film. They made a film about it as well. Yeah. Not bad actually, yeah. Blue Thunder.
And and they just gave that to the police.
Basically, an attack helicopter. Yeah. Google it. It basically is an attack helicopter. Yeah, that Brass Eagle Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, eh?
There is one of them on the wall at Mayhem. Definitely.
Yeah. You see, I've got a couple of Phantoms. I've got I've got a couple of Phantoms, but I've got my stock class Phantom, which will always stay stock class. I've got my open class Phantom, which will always stay open class. But then I've got a Phantom unibody, which I really do actually wonder if Chan could make us an entire new body for it and a stick feed to go along the top. And I wouldn't think it would be that hard to do, but I also realise Chan's a very busy person, so. Because to just make a stick feed to go along the top, it shouldn't be that difficult to do. Because it would depend on if I wanted it to be spring loaded or not. Because I do have a you know I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the Oricon pistols. Used to be around.
Pass.
You know there was the Delta Elite pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically was like a good version of those. You could Chan found some a while ago that sold the magazines that fitted onto the top of those. So I think he got one, I got one, but it means you'd have to like make a adapter for to clip that onto, and then modify it itself. Just so you could you'd have to modify that so that you could then load it on the fly. Which, it's all possible, but I don't know if it would then just look cooler to actually just make like an entire tube for it to go on to fit on the top of the marker. Yeah. I might just have to like pester Chan until he's prepared to make his stuff.
I think he's got enough on his plate.
Yeah, that's it. I do actually feel guilty about doing stuff like that because the lad is constantly busy.
I bet he's not complaining about the money he's making. Saying that,
No.
like he's what's the word I want to use?
Stout off?
Extremely reasonable.
Oh yeah, that's it. I mean, his pricing is really bloody good.
He can't be obviously he's going to cover his costs, and but I don't think he's making very much on the stuff he does.
No, that's it. He's not rinsing people.
No.
Nah.
Not like some companies you could mention. Small parts.
Well, I think that's a little bit unfair. I mean, smart parts aren't around anymore.
You cut off there.
I said they're not exactly around anymore, are they?
No, they're not.
Although,
but it's thanks to
technically they're not around anymore.
But it's because of them that a lot of cottage industry paintballing went tits up.
Yeah, that's true.
When they patented the power button, of all things.
Yeah.
The power button.
Alright, that Blue Thunder, is that not the guy that was
in Jaws?
Yes, that was the one. That was what I was trying to say.
Yeah. He was, yeah. Because that's the movie, but it was a TV series as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool looking helicopter as well.
See what I mean? It's basically an Apache gunship.
Yeah.
Not far off it. There's a few little bits of difference, but Knight Rider, Airwolf, Street Sons of Paradise. Yeah. We've already mentioned them and Colin. Wake up.
Yeah. Oh. Anywho, so have we got anything else paintball to talk about today?
I think we've covered all the bases. I think what we mentioned.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Yep. Oh, we haven't asked if anybody's been to. Was anyone at Red Hammer? Saying that we've only got 5 people watching, so
yeah, that's it. Tonight, our numbers for the stream tonight haven't exactly been very good. But thank you very much for everyone for joining. Anyway,
can you blame them? We're basically, there's only me and you, and Arthur's not bloody working, and
well, we have got the podcast version. At least
it's a good job because honestly, I'm that red today. You can't tell where my t-shirt ends and my face starts.
Well, you see, the ultimate goal, Albert, is that we're going to make millions off this live stream, and then we'll be able to buy good setups and improve it. So, am I going to have to set up? Am I going to have to set up a Patreon account just so that I can get some money off people and buy myself a new computer?
God knows.
See, I know there's other people do, and I don't fault anyone for doing it, especially when they're putting out good quality content. But I've said before, I don't really feel like I'm producing good enough stuff for to justify setting up an account or anything.
If you were like the likes of Nicky T,
yeah,
like some of his productions, brilliant.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah.
Did you see when he was showing you the layouts for the next
yeah,
the Barcelona game?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Barcelona tournament? Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean that was brilliant. That.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Nick is putting in real work into his content and his YouTube channel and helping to grow paintball by sharing good stuff. And I feel like, you know, like I don't feel like I'm wasting money putting a couple of quid into Nick's Patreon, and it's the same with Paintball Mag. I'm happy to support them because I feel like they are doing work. You know, they are trying to get an actual product out there. But I just feel weird about the idea of they taking money off people for sitting just talking to my camera. If I was making content all the time and making videos that were getting thousands of views or something like that, then maybe I would feel more comfortable with it. But I don't know. Colin says it's the delay, which I'm assuming is in regards to why we haven't got very many people in.
It is. It's really bad.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just because it kind of lagged out at the beginning. I think trying to use the webcams knocked the stream back. So as a result, while we must be about 3 or 4 minutes behind. Oh, yeah. Which isn't exactly great when you're trying to interact with the audience, is it?
No. Well, I've got nothing else to contribute, so I don't know if you want to...
Yes, I guess.
I'm looking there, and there's very little's happened. Oh, he's missing me purple face. It's not purple today, mate, it's red.
Yeah, I have seen Albert today, and he is rather red.
It's just my face.
Yeah.
It's like when you move my t-shirt down, it's white. It's just.
Yeah, I don't know what the crack is with that.
Not good.
But
not good at all.
So anyway, I think Albert, since we have a massive delay here, I think we're gonna have to end the stream here, but then continue to talk for another few minutes, just so that the stream can catch up.
About 5 minutes, I think.
Yep. Bloody hell. Right, so anyway, let's get this done, right? Let's get this done now. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Pay an account to pay for your own internet rather than use the Wi-Fi. Oh, here we go with the Wi-Fi.
It's not the Wi-Fi; it's the actual computer.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I might actually just make that as a T-shirt. Yeah.
It's not the Wi-Fi.
No,
I'm thinking not the Wi-Fi.
I'm just put on something like stealing McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I was thinking just put that. Just put.
I'm here for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you know, a technical broadcast. It's not the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Oh man. Right. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to watch the Technical Problem podcast. It seems.
Definitely living up to its name tonight.
Well, I'm hoping that we may still solve this issue. We may not. But yeah, I don't know what else I can do to try and change this. I don't know what I can do to try and fix this. But we will endeavour to stride on and see what can be done. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. My name is Dexter, and my co-host is
Albert
from
BZ Grizzlies.
Nice one. That'll do. And also from Click Clack Pew. You can find both of us on Facebook. You can find myself at Dexter's PV Lab, and you can find Albert at
Facebook and Click Clack Pew.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now we will continue to talk for another few minutes until you catch up and you're aware that we're actually ending the stream, and then we will go.
It could be 10 minutes the way this delay is.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments behind.
Yeah, but that's only because Colin's been spamming the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, obviously, Colin, we do understand that Nicky T is doing it as a job.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah, Nick is doing it as a job. When we do the technical problem broadcast, it's a hobby. When I do it as just doing videos on the Wednesday night stream, it's just a hobby. I don't expect to get anything out of this. It's just something.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's alright. I'm just saying that when we do the stream on a Monday night normally, and when I do my stream on a Wednesday night normally, or when I make YouTube videos, I'm not expecting to get anything out of it. It's just a hobby, really. The only thing I hope kind of really does come from this is that maybe we get a couple of people to decide to go and play paintball, but also realize that the content that we're producing isn't probably something that's going to draw people to paintball.
We've had a couple of people who I think are not paintballers appear on the streams like that. 1,000 subscribers for doing nothing.
Yeah, I do think we've probably had a few people that have dropped in that don't really know much about paintball.
Yeah,
which I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I kind of wonder if it's because YouTube is really more of like a channel somewhere where you just upload your content and that's generally it. I mean, yes, there is some people that do streams and stuff, but I do kind of wonder would Twitch be more appropriate for just doing a stream where there's more chance of interacting with people that don't really know much about paintball?
Don't know.
Because I mean,
if it works better than this, it's worth giving it a try.
Well,
again,
I don't actually think it's YouTube as far as the technical side stuff goes, I don't think it's YouTube, and I don't think it's my Wi-Fi. I think it's my actual computer. That's where we're having the issues. But I do think that we could, even if we have to run this as a podcast, I do think that Twitch may be an option if we do want to try and interact with people that don't really play paintball.
Yeah.
As I think there's, I don't know. Maybe it's something that we can look at in the future.
It's just a shame about Hangouts.
Yeah. Yes, it was a real shame about Hangouts. Hangouts was
that worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have no problems.
Nope.
It was smooth. You know what I mean? It just worked.
Yeah.
And for Google just to stop it, and now you have to have it's a paid thing, is a bit shit. We tried Skype, that didn't work.
Yep.
That
was it. We tried Skype. We tried Google Hangouts, the new version, but it doesn't have Hangouts on air. That was it. It was
Hangout Meet and Hangout Chat.
Yeah, but they're both.